Well, I don't remember if I ever showed off the finished product of this motor, but figured I'd do a little quick video and display it, showcase it, show it off, etc. of what I'm proud of. So this is the end result of the freshened up old flat tappet 302 build. Trick flow heads, trick flow valve covers. I left the heads just natural, kind of cleaned them off. Valve covers are as they came. They're like a black wrinkle powder coat, I think, and just the brush trick flow. Just run Summit vents, filters. I'm running a Ford GM hybrid alternator. I think it's 150 amp. It's a Tough Stuff alternator with a billet fan and pulley. All my pulleys, I powder coated this wrinkle, like gunmetal. And this down here. I changed out my water pump to a driver side inlet so I could run this timing pointer, which you probably can't see too great because of the light. But along with the alternator and stuff, I have billet brackets. So this is a CVF alternator bracket with their adjuster arm. It's a billet timing pointer. I don't remember who makes it, but it's off of Summit. This is an Amazon special China Bing Bong one, I'm sure. I tried to get the nice looking clamps to fit. I think they're called finishing clamps or something like that. Hose finishers. Could not get them to fit around this, which this is just an AN thread outlet. It swivels so you can clock it where you need it, which I think will come in handy. But I want, like I said before in previous videos, I want to run everything AN line as possible. This I couldn't make happen. Also tried to wrap this in nylon braid and heat shrink the ends. Because of this curve, it just wasn't gonna work. So this is a GM Type 2 power steering pump for a remote reservoir setup. I had to make some spacers out of some aluminum tubing that I bought off some metal supplier, Metal Depot or something like that. But billet power steering bracket. This was actually anodized blue. This was just plain aluminum finish with a clear coat. I sandblasted both of them and powder coated them both black. That way I could have a little bit of contrast. I have gunmetal pulleys, black accessory stuff, and I left these plain. This is actually a spacer that came with this bracket, but you ran 2 of these for each bolt. But I ended up having to change them because I needed to space it out further to get my bolts to line up. All the hardware, I ordered replacement stainless except for this bolt, I think. I could not for the life of me get a stainless socket head bolt the length that this thing is. It's like a 7-inch or something like that. They stop like an inch shy. But these are some eBay special. I don't remember what the company was. They're not actually China Bing Bongs. They're actually some old company, but that's the logo of them. They're not ARPs because the ARPs were a fortune. Is that BPG? They're supposed to be stainless. They're magnetic. The guy said it was whatever grade the stainless that is magnetic. I don't recall, but none of the ARP stuff is magnetic. So we'll see how well those actually hold up. I might end up spending the 20 bucks more to get ARPs in the end anyways. These I believe are ARP, stainless again. These bolts are not. So this is my exhaust I'll be running for their V-band clamp collector shorties that are turned front face. And I do not recall what brand they are. Of course, it doesn't say anywhere. There we go. Made in China, of course, but here's the model number, 12167 FLT. It's small block Ford turbo headers. They are stainless steel, and the welds are very nicely done. For the price you pay for these, you can't beat it. I don't remember what I actually ended up paying for them, but I'm very pleased with how they look. But anyways, these bolts are just zinc as far as I know. I'll probably end up changing those out to stainless later on. Don't know, the heat might screw up the stainless properties anyway, so it might be pointless. But anyways, the filter, you have to change out to a shorty filter. I don't know if this is actually the model number that the Mustang 2 kit says to run. You definitely have to run it with running headers like this. But that is the model of the filter I'm running. It's an FL910S. I had these because it's the same filter my Focus RS uses. And from what I understand, people that run turbo kits like this setup run that filter. So I'm running that filter. I bolted up the exhaust though so I could figure out my dipstick that comes here. Don't know exactly how I'm gonna route it because I have to clear the header and also the spark plug. I'm thinking it's gonna end up having to come up and then back and then up again, and I'll bolt it, secure it to one of these bolts back here probably with some kind of clamp. Anyways, that's her. I'll be taking that hoist there and setting it back down on that engine stand that blew there so I can get my clutch and pressure plate kit that's in that white box put back on here. My flywheel, my clutch pressure plate, and bell housing and everything re-secured to it. And of course the fenders that I moved up here to get out of the way. They're quite dusty right now, but they came out pretty nice. They're not super, I mean, they're not sanded or wet sanded or anything like that. It's just the spray, but it laid out pretty good. I'm happy with it, other than the what I showed previously, the bottoms that I didn't coat well. But I'm still working on it. I've got I actually bled my brakes and got them finished, except I went and forgot to put in my pressure switch. So I'm gonna have to open the lines up and bleed the front again, or bleed the back, whichever one I ended up hooking the pressure switch to. But still waiting on my fuel tank, and may start doing wiring soon. But still been piddling with the Mustang. This has been finished for a little while. Like I said, I just came out here to put these headers on here and see what it will take to do my dipstick. And I still have to finish up a few more things before I put this in. I want to see about getting my heater box and AC core so I can get it mounted under the dash in case I need to drill or do any work with the firewall to get it in. Alright guys, thanks for watching.